So hello and welcome back to Goomedy's Coins and Banknotes, and today we are doing Denmark's current coins, but in front of me we don't have Denmark's current coins. We have the Danish coins. But realise I said Denmark and Danish. In English, the country is named Denmark. If you want to refer to something, we call it Danish, as in Danish people. We don't call it Denmark people. Okay, a little bit of grammar there. So these are the coins in 1989, or the start of 1989. You would have been used in circulation. So we have a small 5 øre coin, and that is a copper clad iron or copper plated iron. And we have the rest are all copper nickel coins, which are the 10 and the 25 øre. And you realise that there is no 50 øre, there's the 1 and 5 krone. The 5 krone is 33 millimeters, so it's the largest coin that's been in circulation, apart from the 2 krone, which was issued earlier. And then we have the 10 krone. So this one is 28 millimeter copper nickel. And the design is quite different. And the reigning monarch at this time period was Margrethe II, and she abdicated in 2024. So 2025, there are new coins issued. Okay, so what they did is in 1989, they issued a new 50 øre coin. This has a love heart because the love heart is the mint mark for the Danish mint. So it's 50 øre, and we have initials down below. So they are the engraver and the mint master. And on the other side, we just have the Danish crown. You see that there is no reference to the actual monarch on these coins. So these ones can be produced in any monarch. So it's a current circulating coin you can find in 2025. Although if you go to Denmark, you're probably going to use electronic payments or payments of some sort like that, because cash payments like in Australia have gone down. If you go to Japan, they still use cash payments. Okay, so also in 1989, they issued a smaller 5 krone coin. And as you can see, this one has a hole to distinguish it from the previous one. So the large coin is 33 millimeters, and the smaller coin on the top is 28.5 millimeters. And this is also a current circulating coin, which is the theme here. Most of the coins that you see now are going to be current circulating. This one has a stylized prehistoric ornamentation of waves and pallets, and you can probably find this on a lot of Viking architecture and probably beforehand. So we've got the love hearts of the Danish mint, 5 krone, Denmark, and this is reeded. And on this side we have the monograms of Margrethe II and also the Danish crown. This one's dated 2006. So Denmark doesn't mint their own coins. They haven't since 2017. Usually the Finnish mint mints their own coins. They haven't issued mintage figures since 2014. But this one, we do know the mintage is 3.433 million, so it's quite low considering the population. At the time, it's probably about 5 million. And most of the coins you're going to get in circulation are the 1990 coins. This one was issued in 1990. The other coin, the 10 krone, was issued in 1989, so that was my mistake. Just leave that in there because I do make mistakes. Okay, so here we have the 1990, and the 10 and the 20 are currently the only coins that have the portrait of any of the monarchs. So this says Margrethe the second. So this is the second portrait, and there's quite a few other portraits which I'll probably go in another video, because this is just about the current circulating coins. So this one's probably the most common you're going to get, which had a mintage of 38 for 1989, 38.34 million. This one, 1990, is mintage 12.13 million. And what's the other dates I got? Okay, I'll have a look at those later. So this one, and the effigy was designed by Jan Petersen and Hanne Warming. And on the other side, what we have is also ornamentation. So we've got the 3 lines of that are on the coat of arms of Denmark, Danish crown, swirls, and their denomination. The current exchange rate, so this is roughly equivalent to $2 Australian, or I think about probably about $1.50 in the United States. Okay, so that's what they done in 1989. They issued 10 kroner and a 50 øre. Now in 1990, as I said before, they issued the 5 kroner. They issued a 25 øre. So that's the smaller coin. These two, the 5 and the 10 øre, were withdrawn from circulation and were demonetized in 1989. And they also issued a new denomination in 1990 of the 20 kroner, and that's the highest denomination that is in circulation now. Now this is the situation in 1990 and 91. Now you might think that these might have been demonetized because they demonetized these coins. Now Denmark is one of those countries. It does demonetize coins, but only if it removes the denomination from circulation. If the denomination is still in circulation, it's still legal tender. So these ones you can spend them because they're still legal tender, but probably people don't recognize them. So you could probably just take them to a bank and exchange them. So that's a bit different than, say, like the United Kingdom, which demonetizes any coin sizes removed from circulation. So the older 10 and 5 pence coins are no longer legal tender, just the current size that they have in circulation. Okay, so in 1992, they issued 2 more coins. So they issued a smaller 1 kroner, and they issued a denomination they haven't issued, I think about 1960, was the 2 kroner. So that completes the series of coins that we have in circulation in Denmark in 1992. Now as for the specifications, the 25 øre is 2.5 grams, 17.5 millimeters. The 50 øre, 4.3 grams, 21.5 millimeters. The 1 kroner is 3.6 grams and 20.15 millimeters. The 2 kroner is 5.9 grams and 24.5 millimeters. The 5 kroner is the largest coin in circulation, 9.2 grams and 28.5 millimeters. The 10 kroner, 7 grams, 23.35 millimeters. And the 20 kroner is 9.3 grams and 27 millimeters. So if you can put it together, you can see that the 20 kroner is smaller than the 5 kroner. Now in 2008, this coin was removed from circulation, and in 2009 it was actually, no, the 10th of January 2008 it was demonetized. So this one can no longer be used for circulation, although it's probably pretty common in Denmark. So the mintage for 2002 is 12 million, which is double the population now, and all the mintages are actually quite high. The key date being 2008 with 2 million. So maybe that doesn't make sense if this was demonetized in early 2008. So either it was issued in coin sets, or I don't know. Now all the other coins are actually quite common, but from 2009 these 3 denominations become quite scarce, and there's not too many of the 10 and 20 kroner coins issued after 2009 as well. So there you have it. If you go to Denmark, these are the 6 coins you're going to be using in circulation: 50 øre, 1, 2, 5, 10 and 20 kroner. And if you want a size comparison for other currencies, put an Australian dollar, and also a Hong Kong $1. If you're from the United States and Euro, I guess you're going to have to suck it up. Anyway, hope this helps you with your coins and banknote collecting. So these ones you can get pretty close to face value. If they're uncirculated, probably about double face value. And have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.